Hey folks, welcome to McFarland's Corner. I'm Michael McFarland, the Lake Fork Guide, giving you the Lake Fork Daily Rundown for April 20th, 2020. Man, it was an awesome morning this morning. Ending the week last week was pretty tough. If you don't see me doing a report, it's probably because it wasn't worth talking about. Aside from giving you water temperatures, clarities, and levels, the fishing for Friday, Saturday just wasn't worth talking about. This week starting off great already. Let's give you some information. Temperatures. After last week's cold front, we are finally going to start coming back up again. 64 in the morning, 65 right about lunchtime. We only did a half a day trip today. Main Lake settling just a little bit. Lightly stained. Some areas it's still pretty dirty, but generally it's getting better every day. Even though we had more rain, it's still settling. Lake level, 402.88 in the morning, 402.89 at lunch. So in other words, it's kind of coming up, but it's not. That's stable, okay? Gates are closed. Doing really well. The lake is very healthy right now. There's a lot of fish on beds, but there's also probably 50% that still haven't even come in to spawn. We found some really good schooling fish this morning, and we're able to kind of beat them down a bit with top water. So there's almost no better way to catch them than when they're busting the top. So we came across a couple of different areas. We had to look for it. Caught a few off of a couple small shad spawn areas, but then finally found the right area that we were able to stay. And within a couple hours, we landed 11 fish, lost as many and missed as many as we landed. But some really nice fish, all the way up to about 4 pounds. Some bigger fish were in the mix. Some bigger fish were toilet flushing around us. We just did not get the bite. And with that, let's tell you what we caught them on. I'm going to keep it short because it's the beginning of the week. It's going to be a very busy week. I'm back full time. I don't have any days open left in April. And I do have a lot in May, however. May's just going to get better and better. Top water bite, frog bite, offshore jig bite. This is just going to get real exciting. But the top water that we chose to throw today was the walking bait, and it's a vixen. Bone was the main color, but I did throw a gray ghost. But the walking vixen is a very unique bait. The reason that I chose the vixen over a lot of others, for example, a Sammy is an excellent bait. Lucky Craft makes a Sammy 85 or a 95, about the same size as a vixen, maybe a little smaller, but it doesn't have that noise. And there's something specific about a vixen's noise that calls up a big fish. It calls up a big bite. Anybody who's really fished with them, they know that. A lot of people that have fished with them know it and don't want the secret out of the bag. I'm sorry if I'm sharing something that you don't want out of the bag. But the vixen calls up big fish. And one of the very first things I look for every year in post-spawn is those roaming fish that are just coming back out of those shallow waters. They haven't gone down deep yet. And they're really looking for some quick food. They're hungry. The recovery is there now. It's time to eat. They're not worried about spawning anymore. Big swim baits, big glide baits, the 316 line through. Those are awesome baits to catch those giant fish, but so is the vixen. And so this morning was a great topwater bite. I hope the rest of the week just gets better and better, and we get to tell you more about it and show you even some bigger fish as the week go along, being caught on top with the vixen. So I'm Mike McFarland giving you the Lake Fork Daily Rundown. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow and telling you a little bit more about how we're doing right here on the Go Lake.